Hey guys, welcome back to Skill Point. Today we're talking about Space Marine. Now this game came out in 2024, right? Just one.
Yep, July. I
July
think it was July, if I remember looking it up
2024.
correctly.
And I was incredibly hyped for this game. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is going to be my first intro, basically into Space Marine, into the lore. It looked incredible. I had already played World War Z by Saber Interactive, so I already knew we were at least going to get a polished four-player co-op game just in the Space Marine universe. Hella hype. I was watching all kinds of YouTube videos just trying to get into the lore and just figure out what this world was about. Me and Ghost hopped in there, played a couple of matches. We played through the campaign a little bit. Actually got further than we thought we were, and then we played a little bit of operations, and then we just vanished off of this game. Packed up and left. And
deserted.
I cannot for the life of me understand why we left from the get-go. I don't know. What was that? You saying that Helldivers came out, we might have been still heavy into Helldivers. And
I think that's what it was. The only thing I can kind of guess, because that was only a couple of months removed from when Helldivers was released in February. So I want to say we were just too addicted to that. I could be wrong, though.
That seems the most viable answer. I can't think of anything that would have made us hop off of here. But a year has passed and we're back to finish the game. Ghost, what do you think? I mean, what were your thoughts? Just getting into it.
I've developed some weird mixed feelings about it over the last 24 hours because I'm conflicted in a lot of ways. Like, the game is visceral, right? Like it, and I don't want this to come off weird, but it is a masculine game, right? There's no fluff. There's no softness in the dialogue. Like,
right.
It is the quintessential testosterone-driven video game, right? It's mean, It's gritty, it's nasty. But the game itself, once you get into let's say an operation or two, or maybe 2 or 3 missions, the game doesn't have a lot of depth in combat. And for somebody like you or I, where we've come off of Path of Exile, I don't know, Division, Battlefield, the plethora of other games, right? Remnant, where there's so much in depth, whether it's percentages or not, but there's depth to the game. There's things that draw you in. This is hack / shoot a couple bullets, hack / shoot a couple bullets, and that's cool. Don't get me wrong.
With some parrying and dodging
if you can't parry, if you don't have the right mechanic. But it just seems like the game is it gets going and then it stalls. And where I say I got mixed emotions in this, because obviously, not to give too much about myself, but during my morning kind of thing that I do in the morning for work, I've been listening to a lot of lore of the game and the world and the world of 40K, and it's amazing, right? I understand, and I'm starting to get a grip on why people want to play this, but the game and the actual lore of what it is does not seem to translate for me, and I don't know if it's just me.
Right, because once you can't also say, well, we're just hacking and slashing because we're playing through on normal, sure, but even at higher difficulties on other games, I still enjoy the challenge of I still even enjoyed the game when it was on normal because of the weaponry and the abilities I was using, the things that I had at my disposal. There's just a variety of ways to play. And I think one of the things that surprised me about this game is how melee-centric it is, off rip, which I am perfectly fine with. I tell you all the time, I cannot wait to run out of ammo, because that just lets me get in there and just start swinging. I absolutely love that. But I feel like the weaponry that is allowed for melee is kind of limited. And I don't know if that's just they're going based off of the lore. I have no idea if there are any other weapons any other melee weapons that these Marines use. And this is all that we get. I guess that's fine. But me, I just had these other expectations, and I wanted a different variety of weapons to use. I don't know, something like like being able to use dual daggers. Maybe I don't use a primary. Maybe I can put two daggers in my hand, just go at it, or
Well,
just something
and I
like that, some
agree.
variety.
I agree with that, and not so much. And let's you and I temper expectations, right? A little bit into the
Yes.
game. It's not Path of Exile. It's not Diablo. It's not Division or Destiny with wildly crazy guns, right?
Yeah.
The lore is they're soldiers. There's nothing else to it. They're brute design things.
Right.
But my problem that I have with it though is that if there's not so much customization, that was tough to say. There's just nothing that really differentiates a heavy bolt rifle and a heavy bolt rifle with a scope.
Right.
I just don't feel like if I pick honestly between your character and my character, I think I'm Vanguard and I think you're I don't know
The
what the
bull. I
name
was
of your
using the
class is.
bulwark
But
and the
the one that
assault. The
flies.
one, yeah, the
Okay,
assault.
so
Yeah.
aside from and I could be wrong here, and someone's probably going to get in here that's so deep into the game, and if I completely understand if you flame me for this, but there is no real difference aside from your character and my character other than you can boost jump.
Yes.
And it's,
And I
I
have a little
want
bit
to
more
feel different.
maneuverability. That's about it.
Yeah, that's just not for me, that's not enough to keep me wanting to play through all of the campaign and just to unlock the the operations. Now, maybe there's something really cool in PvP, but PvP is not for me in that game, and I can't speak on that.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. As far as, well, I just want to say first off, the world itself is absolutely gorgeous and highly
Fantastic.
detailed. Customization with like on the actual gear is incredible. Being able to mix and match all these colors, logos, I love it. I wish more games were like this where you could just mix and match all your pieces and really make the armor yours. I love all of that. I think they did a fantastic job with the world. Seeing all these Terminids flying in the sky, they're basically like blocking out, almost like blocking out the sun a little bit. Like you see the army fighting up against them. Like they really do a good job at immersing you in this environment. Getting in, using these weapons, they feel chunky. They have they have a nice sound to them. They hit hard.
Oh, the
Yeah.
heavy bolt rifle sounds fantastic. I'll
Yeah.
give them that. That's an
Also,
amazing gun.
also letting the player feel the weight of your character, and yet when moving in combat, you feel so fluid. It's I think that is such a they're doing such a good job of that because you would think with all that armor that they wouldn't be able to move that quickly, and it
Right.
translates so well in combat. I absolutely love it. My favorite thing in combat obviously is the executions. Can't wait to do it every single time. But
Yes.
after a while, all that excitement starts to burn out, and I start disassociating in the middle of combat because the gameplay becomes so repetitive. Shoot,
Yes.
melee, get into elevator, load up, shoot, melee, stand in circle, defend while something's opening up or something's powering down. Rinse
I
and
don't
repeat.
think I've I don't think I've ever said this about a game, and I find myself weirdly enough struggling with this, and I can't believe I'm about to admit this, not live, but admitting this. I have never wanted a game to captivate me so much. Like I
Right.
want this game to do it. And here's the reason why. I so badly want to buy a cosmetic. Like
Right.
I have one in my PlayStation cart right now. Right now. I want it so bad. But I we get into the game and I'm like, I just can't. Like and it's not a lot of money. It's $4.
Right.
But it's just like I can't justify like if I buy this, I have to dump hours
More
into it
hours.
because I
Yeah,
want to get my
exactly.
money out of what I got because I can actually visually see my character on like Call of Duty or Battlefield or something like that.
Right.
And it's cool and I don't care what this says about me or you, but like we play a lot of games together and I like the visuals that our characters kind of cater to our personalities a little bit.
Exactly.
And I like that. And I find myself all day the last couple of days of just like, just buy it. Just buy it. And then we get on there and I'm like, don't do it. Just don't.
Right. I do also want to say, obviously we're critiquing, but we need more games like this. It's
fantastic.
At the most, this game is an 8 out of 10. I'm going to say that just because of how deep they went into this, and they gave the Space Marine audience what they wanted, and they went crazy for it. Right? Absolutely fantastic. Yep. Saber Interactive has been doing a great job. I'm glad that they're filling this space in gaming where we're consistently getting 4-player co-op games from them. Microtransactions aren't that bad. They're reasonably priced, not over the top. They just give you a polished game out the box. And I love that. There's not enough here for me personally that makes me want to put hours upon hours of this. It is a nice bite-sized piece of media for me to enjoy. But once I've got my feel for it, I'm off. The most I can see myself playing this, I'd say about 10 hours. I don't know how many I have now.
About 10 hours into it.
Wait, are we really?
I could probably tell you just by looking at the PlayStation app, to be honest with you. Because I had to re-download it, or I didn't have to, but I bought it on PlayStation. I have 10 hours exactly in the game at 55% done in main game progress.
And I have 16 hours, and you probably have more from PC. So, yeah. Like I said, it's a nice bite-sized chunk. I wish that they had went really heavy into this, like fully fleshed
at the bit for this game. It's right there,
right?
Just full. And here's the thing, I think you and I talked about this the other day. I'm glad I liked the game enough, and let's just be open about this. Henry Cavill is about to come out with a TV series and a movie. I'm so glad the fact that I'm into this game right now, because it is, if he does this correctly, which he should, he's a huge fan of it, this franchise is going to go nuclear, and I can't wait.
Also, one of my favorite episodes when I think it was on Amazon. I think PlayStation or Sony had some kind of part in making this. I can't remember. But I can't remember what that series was called, but it was an anthology series, and one of the best episodes was the Space Marine episode. And I'm like, screw all the other episodes that y'all gave me. Y'all should have made a 10-episode series on this alone, because it was so well done. And like you said, if Henry Cavill can pull this off, this series is going to go. Yes.
Fantastic.
And also, this series makes me want to get into the lore more. So that's why I say it's an 8 out of 10, because it makes me want to read up more on what's going on in this world, because I think everything is just so interesting. It's so unique. There's so much stuff I'm looking at. I'm like, why is that? Like, what is in that guy's head? Why are there all these pipes coming out of his body? Why is there a skull floating around? Like, what?
I'll tell you this. There's a thing on YouTube that I stumbled onto last night in my insomnia that I had last night. And I sent it to you in a text. In this 90-second video of just this animated scene of Space Marines, it just, when you watch it, you're like, yes, that's a game. Yes, like I want to play that. And I wish the game could be remotely. If this was a series that was animated like this, I'd watch it right now.
Right.
I just don't want to get copyrighted or whatever, but like, it's really well done. Like,
right.
I'm jazzed about it. I can't believe I said jazzed online. That's crazy.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
What? Yes. I don't know.
The name of
that.
That name of that anthology series, it was produced by Amazon. It's called Secret Level. And it's definitely, and They Shall Know No Fear. That's the name of the, I think that's the name of the episode. You should watch. It's absolutely incredible. Like, I love that. I want more of that. It's so good. But yeah, like I said,
Mm.
I wish the game had a little bit more because, like Ghost said, it's like right at the precipice of like hooking me for like another 50 hours. But I can't do it. I love the combat. I love how gritty it is, like how bloody it is. But there's only so much I can do with that.
I think if they didn't make us play the main campaign and we could just hit operations and level up characters, I think we would be way more into it. But the fact that I got to play through the main campaign to unlock all the operations, which I'm okay with that mechanism, I'm cool with that. But
Right. Like no,
it's a little bit of a slog to get through.
right. Knowing us and the way we like to play, I want to hurry up and get in here and customize my character and play the way that I want to. It's like the same way of like skipping campaign when playing Call of Duty back in the day. I'm not here for the campaign. I'm here to play as my character, customize my character, level up as fast as possible, so I can get the most out of this game as quick as possible. But like I said, it's just our expectations going into something, and we just have a way of playing that's a little bit toxic, but it's okay.
We don't have very many friends. It's okay.
That's true. But yeah, I don't have anything. Like I said, fantastic series. I love the lore of this game. Definitely want to see more from them. Hope Saber Interactive keeps giving out more of this stuff. But yeah, I can't wait for the future and see what else they got coming.
Yep, I'm in. Sold.
But yeah, let us know what you guys think. Let us know if you did check out Space Marine when it came out. Let us know if you guys are still playing. What's your favorite thing? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe you just hopped off after about 5 hours. Just let us know in the comments what happened. But yeah, above all else, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell so you never miss an episode. We'll catch you guys next time. Goodbye.
Bye.